Good morning, everybody. Oh, good morning, good morning, good morning. Everybody can hear me okay. I made some adjustments to my microphone settings, and I hope that they make the audio a little clearer. If it sounds funny, let me know. I can revert. What's up, VVS? Good morning, sir. Got the Nasdaq up. Man, what's going on with the Nasdaq, huh? Busted through those support levels we had drawn out. Pretty bearish. We can talk about it in a minute. Also had a gap down on open last night. Futures market open last night. Well, it was last night for me. Open this morning for you, I guess. I'm not sure where you are. For me, it was last night. Hey, Tom. Good morning. Let's give this thing a few minutes. Let's see if some folks want to come in. See what we've got going on with news releases this week. Let's look at a calendar, see what's going on. Yeah, it's looking bearish this morning, huh? 1.5%. See what we got going on here. So here's the economic calendar for this week. Got this set to US. So this is a Forex calendar. I've talked about this before, but this is a Forex calendar. It's the same economic calendar as everything else, so it's fine. And I've been using it for years since I was trading Forex way back in the day, and I've just always defaulted to it. So let's see. Durable good orders in GDP, maybe. Oh, Jackson Hole, that's it. Thursday. Jackson Hole, that's going to be, they're having that symposium there. Michigan Consumer Sentiment. Friday. Yeah, the Jackson Hole stuff Thursday and Friday. There can be, those are going to be tricky days to trade, Thursday and Friday. Hey, what's up, Dave? Hey, Colm. Colm, are you bearish on this thing? Or are you just saying let's go bears because of my avatar? Are you open for the Nasdaq to drop? You short on some stuff? Yeah, this Jackson Hole thing on Thursday and Friday is going to be interesting to trade. I think it'll be difficult. I don't know if you want that or not. I guess you could probably wait for a reaction and trade the direction of that reaction. But you know, Jerome Powell, if somebody can get up there and say anything. I gotcha, Colm. Thanks, Rand Wolf. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thanks for joining us today, guys. Really appreciate it. Yeah, that's a good price. Waiting for this price to come back down to something better to get back in. I understand that. We can just jump into the technical. So we looked at what was going on this week. We don't really have anything until, what do we say, Wednesday was Jackson Hole. So Wednesday and Thursday. So we can just look at what. Yeah, I mean, we're clearly through some of these support levels which run out. It looked like 14,000 was completely wide open for it here. And it's just didn't happen. So, you know, these are the levels we've had since last week. Back this trend line, which has been in place since the beginning of the year. See it here. We've only had, maybe 2-3 touches on it. So I'm not quite, if we had another touch of it over here, I think it would be super valid, but still valid, I think, trend line, but not as strong as, we had a touch here of a rejection of it over here, and then we busted up through it. We had several support levels going on in this area. The 20 SMA was kind of the last of it. There might be one down here at 13,000. I think price may probably go down and test 13,000 today. So, if it gets through 13,000, we start closing below that, it's probably at the bottom of the band here, 12,500-ish, maybe even the bottom of this channel, which we had drawn out all the way to 1,300-ish level. Maybe 12,500 might be some significant support for it, but clearly it looks like we're pushing down here. And I have a bearish bias on it this morning. I think probably everybody does. So rocket science to see that we're moving down. We did last night have this big gap down. I saw this last night on my phone. I checked the open last night on my phone. I saw that big gap down. I was fully gap down, Batman. Gapping down from the close on Friday, and just continuing to push to the downside on it. A very nice big LVN here at 13,100-ish, I would say. Low volume node zone. This is an overnight volume. Well, this is a weekly volume profile, but it's just been generating last night, so really it's just the overnight volume profile at the moment. But you can see that low volume node that price is coming up into right in here. We've had a couple rejections of it last 4 or 5 hours. So, I think this could be another area of resistance for a big. You can see how low that volume node is right here as price moved quickly through this. There's really no interest in anybody buying it at these prices. So just kind of drop down, create this big vacuum, low volume node in it. This will act as resistance. But again, it's Sunday night, it's overnight session. It could cut back up through all that. You have point of control now coming in down here, and you have the value area low. But as I look at this value area low, I think it is going to want to come down here and hit 13,000, and come down here and test that level. Just kind of really try to get in on it to take that short to the downside to 13,000. I mean, maybe VWAP is up there. We can see if that corresponds. This is essentially the same volume profile as over here on the hourly chart. So, I don't know if it can actually get up to VWAP or not, 13,100. I think this is probably a significant level for it, 13,090-ish to 13,100. Maybe wait for some bearish action up here to try to take a short, reading that price may want to go down to 13,000. Of course, it could absolutely bust up through that and make a run up to VWAP. And then where do you put your stop? You should put your stop like right at 96. Or you just take half a position and then add your other half of VWAP. And then if it busts up through, it's just tricky on the open, so volatile. Busts up through VWAP, you take your stop. So it's tricky to try to figure out where your stop is on this, because I think ultimately it does want to go down to 13,000. It's just how do you find your entry? So you could try to pick the level, or you wait for a bullish structure to start forming on it, and like what we talked about before, and then you wait for a bullish structure to break to the downside. So a break of structure on it, back down. Break of microstructure, back down in the direction of macrostructure, if that makes any sense. Could be. We are not that negative delta this morning. However, I think, what was it? Friday, yeah, Friday was the same deal. If you remember Friday, we were trading it. Delta was also not that negative, I believe. Delta was positive, I believe. Anyways, I had a bullish bias of it on Friday. Obviously, it crashed down. It looked like on Thursday's candle, which you can see over here on the daily, it looked like it was about ready to try to make another move to the upside. You can see that candle from Thursday. We had the bands and everything. Everything was open up to 14,000. Looked like she was going to go. And it just tanked. So, living and learning. I'm not going off just on Delta. Again, I'd be looking to possibly take a shorter period at a couple of these rejection levels. Once 10 minutes, though. I'm not going to pre-market trade it, but I'd be looking for some bearish action going on somewhere up here, and with the ultimate target of 13,000. Now, that's not to say that just doesn't happen, but that's kind of what I'm looking at. I have not been terribly right on the open in the live stream this week or last week. So my better trades have been 9:30 to 10-ish. So I need to keep that in mind. It seems like what's been happening is I get in the hole on the open, and then I finally get myself out of it around 9:30, 10 o'clock. So a decent trade. So I haven't even looked at the chat this morning. Well, a little bit. We've got some new folks in here. Appreciate you guys joining us. Stacking Banana says he's looking for 13,000 to 12,000. I agree with that. I think I'm looking for 13K, possibly lower. Morning, Micro Scalper. How are you? Overnight inventory was completely net short. I would expect a bounce to the upside at the open and then probably continuation down. Yeah, I think agree with that. I think that's kind of our hypothesis as well, is trying to get in a good price up here. We've got a couple support area. I said possibly VWAP. I mean, one of the most frustrating things as a trader is you know where it wants to go, right? Like our ultimate goal is at 13,000, but it just keeps popping up, breaking resistance, popping up. And you keep getting stopped out on it, and then it'll eventually like tank all the way to your price. So it's one of those difficult things for me anyway. Other people might be better at this. Controlling that frustration of constantly getting stopped out because it makes the move down and then possibly make it up. You take your stop above resistance and, just kind of staying mentally strong. Might take a loss. Your first entry might not be right. But I think you could take a small position size. I'm only trading one contract today. So if you take a small position size, you could possibly add to it. But then it's like, are you adding to a loser? You know what I mean? It's moving away in the direction you want to go. You should only be adding to a winner. So it's kind of tricky, but yeah, well, I think you, as a trader, you kind of know when it feels right. You see this bullish kind of up channel forming on the 1 minute, and you trade the break of that bullish channel, right? Break of that structure to the downside. And I guess. But it's pre-market, so I would like to see something like that forming. Maybe not so maybe not for so long. This has been forming for over an hour, but like a 15-minute pullback like that, break back. Isasaman book map. Yeah, let's take a look at book map. Let's look at book map. Yeah, I did see this morning in book map. There's a bunch of size sitting down at 13,000. I can also look at the ES. I got the ES up here. I can take a look. Yeah, you can see down here, right, 13,000. Big area, big orders, 74 contracts sitting there that red. Price will probably try to get sucked down into that. Again, it's just trying to find a good entry on it. And one thing I noticed last week when the trade that I posted on Friday, as price started to move bearish and we had our price target set up based on that high level liquidity to the downside, as price was moving lower, we could see the selling pressure coming in on the top side, like big sell orders coming in, just continuing to push that price down. So that was, I think, a confirmation of that move well down. So yeah, I mean, we can look at, see if there's any area of resistance. It's 13,110. Possibly we see 56 contracts sitting up there. That could be a level. Let's see what that course. I mean, yeah, that's up around the VWAP area. I mean, that's kind of what I was saying before, that it's, I don't know. I like getting the price action confirmation away from these levels. So I'll be looking for price action to confirm that move. I would say VWAP is a potential big area of resistance. That 110 where you have all those contracts sitting out on Bookmap. Also this resistance level. It's going to open 5 minutes. So we do have this move down to the bottom of the channel here, which we just drew out on the 1 minute. So I suspect we may get a bounce off of this and it may stab up this area. See what happens. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of impulses, I think. Open. I can also see that this volume profile is incomplete. It's going to want to move down and create value area low on it. So we're definitely going to move down. It's just, I don't want to say we're definitely going to, I think we're going to move down. It's just getting in at a good price, getting in at a good entry. We can also look at Bookmap says there's a 400 plus size at 40. I'm assuming, yes. So we can Yes, real quick. Yeah, 455 contracts right up there at 82, which I'm assuming is probably, man, that's only it's away there. I don't know how long. I mean, you can see how long that liquidity has been sitting there. I don't know how legit that is. If those are actual traders that want to participate, or just spoofers. Possibly. I think that looks like a significant area of resistance, right? Um, we can see how that corresponds just to a tick chart. 5 minute hourly. ES looks like it's completely open downside. So you know, you can just see this high volume node coming in here on the ES. It just doesn't look like it wants to come up at all. Low volume node, very similar structure to the Nasdaq. Certainly looks like a bearish day. It might have to endure some drawdown. Probably just take one contract. I might add to it if we get another pop up. But again, it's tricky, you know. But that my only concern with this is getting it at the right price. Not getting that up and coming off the bottom of that channel. You can see it's reacted to that. It's gonna open. Tap this down. I'm gonna mess with this book Delta and stuff off of here. Oh, you know what I can do? Yeah, and you can, I'm gonna quit hypothesizing and see what Price wants to do here. My weekend was good, Zero. I had soccer all weekend. I was games on Saturday. I don't play soccer. I still play soccer. I didn't play this. I had 2 games on Saturday. I was coaching, and 1 game on Sunday. I was coaching. So, 1-1, tied 1, lost 1. A little bit of everything. Variety. All the games are close. Market's gonna open in 50 seconds. I'm gonna grab a cup of coffee. I will be right back. In a second, there's going to be an ad playing right before the market open. If you click on the ad, you help support the channel. I'd really appreciate it. I'll be right back. All right, guys, we are back. Market has opened. Let's look at this 500 volume, see what it's doing here. Punching down, punching down. Delta's moving up, though, down here at the bottom of this channel. We're going to wait for that impulse to the upside and maybe try to take a short. If we don't get an impulse to the upside, well, I don't know, money kiddo. The YouTube has like an insert ad button. Some people may have gotten an ad, some people may. We're getting this back up. You didn't get an ad. Well, if you have YouTube Premium, then you didn't get one. But if you got one and you clicked on it, I really appreciate it. Help support the channel. I'm not telling you to buy anything. All you gotta do is click your mouse on it. kind of getting short up here at the top of this channel, up at this level of resistance. Again, I'm kind of anticipating during some drawdown. Not a big range today, though. Scalp there, contract. Moving lower. I don't know if I trust Delta these days. Me and Delta aren't friends. Sometimes Delta and I are friends. Sometimes not friends, other times. Moving lower though. Cumulative Delta down there. You think good area to go long is 1360? I wouldn't be going long on this thing today. I would not be looking to buy this. I am wrong. I'm clearly wrong lots of time. Way too zoomed in here on the 60-minute. Eyeballs on this. I think I got greedy getting out of that first trade when I did. Fear and greed drives your trading, right? Fear and greed. Yeah, let's get some likes on here. Thanks, Cody. Some likes on here, guys. If you get any value out of this, I'd really appreciate a like. Helps the channel out a ton, more than you probably know. Well, I'm sure you know, but helps get the video out in front of other YouTubers. Monday morning, guys. My brain is a bit fried. For now, we think that this price is probably going to get sucked down to that 13,000 level. We can throw a book map and see what it's looking like. Just to observe it, you see a lot of selling pressure coming in. And that's kind of like cumulative delta, right? Cumulative delta. We can see the core that just kind of validates cumulative delta there. You can see, 111 contracts sitting at 1,000 that probably want to get, that want to participate. Probably going to suck that price down to 97 down there at 13,000. That's my thing. But bearish, yeah. This thing's dropping. Hard to chase it down here though, right? My first entry up there would have been fantastic to stay in. Absolutely bear-tastic. Of course, I got greedy. Excuse me, I got greedy. Give me that $200. Oh man, this is kind of how I got in trouble last week. Was a lot of these big impulses like this, a little pullback. I would short it here, and then it would just pop up, and I would get stopped out. That happened to me several times at least twice that I can. learning my lesson here. I'm just gonna wait and see. Like I said, my best trades are always coming around 9:30, 10 after some structure had built. Sellers. Delta just pop lower on that, huh? Ow. Low volume node right there at 40. You can see these orders sitting there on Bookmap. Let's do right here. Stop on this would just be at 46. So stop. One minute. Let's look at that 1 minute candle, how that thing wants to close. It's just 1 minute trying to get into this low volume node that was created as price really moved lower. Doesn't seem like it wants to really participate. Again, like I said, your stop probably would have been at 46. So you'd still be in this trade if you were in that short, but you're sweating a little bit here. Could easily make a pop, roll down. Oops, hit the mic. Sorry. How's the what's up, Slim Jim? How's the audio on this thing? I said I adjusted some of the OBS settings. It's a little better. I gotta invest in a better microphone. You don't want to know what I'm using as a microphone. Oh no, it's like a normal microphone, but it's not like a fancy smancy live streamer. Fine. Oh, look at the orders coming in down here, 27-ish. Good, good, good. You can't. All right. Well, I guess that's better than it being worse. Same. I guess it's better than being worse. All right. I think it might move up a little. Seems like it doesn't go down. Doesn't really want to go up. It doesn't. Low volume node right there at 45. I don't think it's going to get through this LVN. That's just my feeling. Other people may have different feelings. See Delta moving up there. It looks like it maybe wants to go. I bet a lot of people are thinking of this going long here. It looks like there's this big move down, this consolidation. It looks like it's trying to move up, but I see that low volume node sitting there. Just don't think it's going to get. But Oh. Up, looks like try, huh? Trying to sit on my hands. Sit on my hands. See all this liquidity it's running into. There's some up there at 47. It's gonna stop that. At 47. What's it want? Yeah. Yeah. The 8. It's got the 20 SMA. It's trying to dig through a mountain with a spoon. Struggling. Just drawing these little trend lines here. Let's get some likes on this video, guys. Can we get 50 likes? 50 likes, guys. I'm gonna beg for some likes. Please, please. Oh man, it's Monday morning. I'm taking me a minute here to get into the swing of things. If you find any value in this, just hit that like button. Nobody knows that you like it. I'm not gonna know who liked it. Only YouTube knows. Only the YouTube algorithmic gods know who likes this and who doesn't. And they make all decisions on who gets to play on YouTube. So if you mind giving it a like, it really helps me out a lot. Damn, it feels like Monday. I'm dragging, man. I can't drink enough coffee. I need like a coffee IV drip straight into my veins. Wake me up here. A long weekend. I mean, it was fun, but I always find that I've got like these coaching soccer kind of hangovers after like in the coaching mode all weekend. It's like, you know, you really get it's youth soccer. I mean, it's kids, but you really get into it, man. You know, I mean, paddle. And it's Monday morning, and you're like this dopamine withdrawals. It's okay. A lot of liquidity sitting up here at 68 now. I don't know. I'm just sitting on my hands. I would have liked to have seen. You know, I was thinking about going short down here at this low volume node. I mean, I literally had my finger on the sell button. I just didn't take it. I was just having flashbacks from last week, just learning from my mistakes. So I didn't. But you would have been stopped out at 47. So no, it would have been that. I'm a 5-point loss if you were top of this range. Not the worst thing. Nothing that I really want to do. Zooming in down here. I'm not really interested in participating in any of this right now. It might hit the back of this 20 SMA, come down to this trend line, push up. I mean, I think, you know, we closed below the 20 SMA on the 5-minute. I don't know. Could it want to come back up? I don't think it wants to come back up. Now we're getting this move down. What's it going to do with this trend line? I don't know. I'm not feeling any of this. Feeling it. Very bullish candle on the 1-minute. Definitely looks like it wants to punch up. I think if it breaks at 76, we may see a test back up at 90. As long as you can't hear me chugging my water. My new audio settings. I think it's called Noise Gate or something. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing on this thing. I maybe should invest in like a nicer microphone and maybe like a Stream Deck thing. What's up, Kyle? See you, man. A lot of liquidity sitting at 50. It's also this trend line support area. I like it when these things come together. You know, you get these. It's just another. You know, Bookmap's another area of confluence that we can. I would suspect this may want to show. I don't know. I mean, shit. I don't know. Look at this. Sorry, I shouldn't. I realize some people watch this with their kids, which is awesome, but so I need to watch my language. Very bullish candle there. No follow through on it. Now we're back down at this trend line. Big area of liquidity down here that might be supporting it. Is it a big area? I don't know. 34 contracts. Sometimes what I've noticed is that you want to see this color, but you also want to come over to the contract size. We had all those contracts sitting down there at 13,000 pre-market. I wonder what they're doing these days. They're still down there, man. Now we're eating through it. 89 contracts still sitting down there. May want to get participate. May get price sucked down into it. It's looking bearish here, huh? Chasing the bottom. Scalp. Break of that structure. Break of the micro scalp structure. Microstructure, macrostructure, microstructure, macrostructure. Somebody else used a term that I liked, and I wrote it down. You should see my desk. My desk is like where all things go to die. Like if you're in my house, you don't know where to put something, you just go put it on my. Oh, here it is. Break a structure. That's what I just said. Wasn't as cool as when I first heard it. Structure. But yeah, we got the break of structure there to the downside, and that's kind of like what I'm looking for, right? In trading, this is a break of counter trend structure. Wow, that's what. It's a break of counter trend structure. I'm gonna write that down. That's not like something I just realized. It's something that I've just put into a phrase. Easy for me to say. Got 40 likes. Love it, guys. Thank you, everybody, for hitting that like button. I really appreciate it. I'm sure I got a couple people who hit that dislike button. I don't hate you, man. I used to be one of those guys too. Tell me to like it, I'm gonna dislike it. Moving down, I think it's down to 13,000. So the break of this would have been actually good. You know, in retrospect, I'm looking at it. The break of this here, down to 13,000. I mean, my first trade, if I just would have got in on it, up here at 13,083 or whatever that is, holding that down to 13,000. So kind of we use, you know, Bookmap in here, this liquidity. Prices get sucked down into these big areas of liquidity. This is see a bounce here. It's going to want to come down and really start to engage these orders. Let's see. I don't know. I like this move right here. Break of the structure to the downside. Very bearish candle. This entry I got over here was good. I just didn't hold. So I can beat myself up about it. Let's see what CNBC is saying. AMC is tanking, huh? Anybody here have AMC? I do not. I do have Amazon. I don't know, some of my stocks are taking a hit. I just said that because I saw a headline. Amazon and Uber among the big winners coming. I'll just show you this, guys. Amazon and Uber among the big winners coming out season. I wouldn't touch AMC either. I'm not a meme stock kind of trader. You are, that's okay. Just I'm not. Really? Yeah, I think AMC was actually down 40%. So I guess watching it down here, guys, you can see this all this liquidity sitting down here. This price want to come down here and actually test these orders, come down here, or are we repelling away from the psych level of 13,000? Stay tuned to find out. The next episode. Nasdaq trading. Nasdaq futures day trading. I'm taking 2 trades so far, guys. Both are shorts. One trade up here, one over here. I want to. Nice. This looks like a nice level resistance, low volume node, value area low, bearish candle on the 500 volume, but I see no selling pressure on book maps. I'm not going to see this nice candle. Just not seeing any selling pressure coming in, guys. I'm seeing all blue skies. See what it wants to do. I'm gonna go grab some coffee, guys. I need to get my coffee thing up. I don't know. I'm gonna grab some coffee. Another ad's gonna come in here because nothing's gonna be going on. If you click on the ad, you help support the channel. I'd really appreciate it. Coffee break, boys. Let's go. What's up, guys? Good commercials. What were the commercials? What they give you? Go at it again, bro. Well, stacking bananas. If you BVS, you skip my commercial. All you gotta do is count it. What's Durgish? What's up, Durgish? Not your day today. Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't give everybody ads, but it helps support the channel a little bit. And I'm not doing anything anyway when I go get coffee, so maybe I should get a coffee maker like right next to my bed. I see all these buy orders now starting to support the price. So my bias here is turned a little bullish. You see these the imbalance here on the book at the moment. You can see the imbalance up here. It's skewed to the upside, and I don't really see any orders up here. However, there is this low volume node here. I can see it breaking 52 and popping up, but clearly in a bearish downtrend today. See it's here. Clearly bearish channel, and we're coming right up to the top of that. Maybe this is a short. See what it wants to do down here if it eats through these orders. Chomp, 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 chomp. Oh yeah, I've seen that. I've seen that commercial, Oliver. These commercials are funny they've got on YouTube. I mean, I don't know who comes up. Just drawing trend lines. I'm over here. I'm a 5th grader drawing trend lines. Just drawing lines on my screen. Break this, go up. I don't know. Is this trend line? Yeah. I think they do that to like suck you in. It's almost comical. It's so comical you kind of watch it, you know? You can see all those buyers supporting price right there. Let's see what it wants to do if you can get. Trade of 8. Rugs. Rugs? Like you put on your floor? It's weird. Who's doing YouTube rug videos? Boom, we got through that ball here. Very bearish candle. 5 minute. 5 minute. 5 minute candle alert. 5 minute candle alert. You know what's funny is like if I watch my charts over my OBS, I see it differently. I can see things. And that works. Just change your perspective a little bit. Everybody else is trading and going out there today. Huh. Go ahead and map out 5 minute parallel channel. 5 minute parallel, like a range channel. I'm not quite sure what you're telling me to do. I can just see. Oh, you're talking about just the down channel? Yeah. I mean, that's kind of what I have over here. I've got the top. I just don't have the bottoms. Yeah, it's moving lower. Still got that 13,000 down there. Feel like I'm missing some trades here. Starting to trade my P&L, my minuscule 261 P&L. Protecting it like a fragile little baby that can't go out into the real world, needs to be sheltered. Just protecting at this point. Turn it down channel. Does it have 12,975 in it? I do think it wants to get out of 13,000 or something. Just where do you get in on it? This 5 minute, that's why I was screaming on that 5 minute. Even to myself, I should have screamed a little louder in my own ear to shorten that. I feel like I'm kind of chasing price down here a little bit if I get in this low. But, glancing over my P&L, I don't know why. The number's not changing. I think I'm just happy to be green today because I think last Tuesday was the first. I only I live streamed Tuesday through Friday last week. Last Tuesday was rough, man. So I'm just happy to start the week a little bit in the green. See kind of blue skies up here. There's a book imbalance only because of this 125 contracts sitting down at 13,000. And I think it's going to want to come down there and hit that stuff. Probably eat through it. Yeah, that's right. Very design now. You got to remind yourself of that. But I also don't want opportunities to waste the opportunity of if I'm really confident of this 13,000 level. I don't want to waste the opportunity that's presented itself here. But I can feel myself forcing a trade. Like I'm about ready to take a short here, just forcing it. But I think I could easily stop that at 32. Yeah, Cody, I think you're right. And I'm sluggish today, guys. I've got total weekend. Not a hangover. I don't drink, but it's like a just Monday morning, slow moving. You guys hear me clicking on my keyboard? Try to adjust the noise gate a little. Yeah, I mean you can see this downtrend line on the 1 minute, right? You got an easy stop up there at 35, which is only 7 points away. If it breaks 35, I mean you're probably gonna come up 50. Just such a small range for the Nasdaq, honestly. Like I'm talking about 20-point range at this point. Nasdaq when it's really angry can ATR on it. It'll be I don't know what the ATR is on it. Rolling down off this trend line. I'm not having that breakish structure that I kind of like to see, like we saw over here on the 1 minute. When you can see this bullish structure that formed, right? And then you can see how it broke, how much selling came through. And I like those nice, really nice aggressive moves. This is more of a pullback into a resistance level. And so we might get that move down here to 13,000. It looks like it's rolling away from that resistance trend line, but I'm obviously not participating in it. But like that, possible trade setup there. See how this 1 minute channel broke on the open, it's clearly broke down. Our first trade was up here at the top of this channel, and just a man-tastic to hold on to. A bear-tastic trade to hold on to. And then we took another short on the break of this structure. Again, I held it longer. It's just the way it goes sometimes. So I think one thing I need to work on is finding my exits. Really, honing in on my exits and oops, I'm short there. Really honing in on exits. This 1 minute. Another 1 minute. It's labeled incorrect. The trend line's holding, huh? I mean, I would even be looking to trade. I'm not going to take a long on it, but I would be looking to trade the break of that structure. Would be clearly that's the end there. I'm probably going to come down here now. Nope. Eating through. Looking how flux and oh, that's fast. Do that. For our sake, looking at that fast. Dropping. The question is, where does it want to go next, right? He's sitting down at 92. 7 contracts, 46.20. I mean, not the size that we were looking at before down there, 1,000. So in retrospect, looking at from this morning, you know, the trade was, and I think we came in this morning saying it, the price was probably going to come down to 13,000. And really the way I should have traded it was to scale in to position this down to 13,000, right? That would have been the better trade. Could have, you know, our first trade that we took over here at 13,080, you know, we could have held it. Probably could have gotten stopped out on at 47, you know, as we saw this break back to the upside, added to it, and then got back in the break of this structure back down. Probably would have got stopped out at this on 24. You know, got in at 40, stopped out at 20, 22, 24. Could have got back in on the break of this. This one probably would have been for a little bit of a loss. I probably would have put my stop loss right above here. Actually, I don't know if it would have touched my stop loss. I don't know. Would have been full. I don't know, but another entry opportunity. I can draw these all out actually better. Entry opportunity here. Entry opportunity here. Entry opportunity here. Another one here. Lots of opportunities to short this thing on the way down. Just didn't take it. Still, we had a green day today. Time is at 9:15. I don't know. I feel like, you know, I probably need to take a break for a little bit. I might jump off this thing, go take a break. Anticipating the reversal. Yeah, maybe. Hey, STR, what's up, man? $261. It's a monthly base salary. Yeah. I lived in the Philippines. It was the same way. It's very about similar. $250 was about the salary. So be grateful for what you got. Be grateful that you're able to do this each day. Don't gotta go into some stuffy office somewhere. I get to do this, and thankful day. I get to go enjoy the rest of my day. So I'm probably gonna jump off this thing for now. Go clear my head a little bit. Maybe we get a little bit of sun. Come back and look at this later. See if there's any other setups that are coming, or come back up to this trend line. I don't know. I would look for another like break of structure to the downside, or maybe I'll just trade tomorrow. So I appreciate you guys watching and hanging in there. VVS anticipating the reversal back to the upside. VVS. I probably wouldn't be looking to take longs today. It just looks overwhelmingly bearish, but you may be seeing things differently. And sometimes taking those contrarian views can be very profitable. The thing I read was that 92% of traders are wrong, or something like that. So if most people are wrong, you do the opposite. Riding the trend line down, nice, Cody. Yeah, I mean that's one thing you could do. Get in your short, and just put your stop above this trend line. Down, breaks the trend line, then it's break a structure back to the upside, and you probably want to get out. I'm gonna beg for some more likes before I get off of here. I'd love to get 50 likes on this thing before I jump off. Yeah, I mean, one other thing we can do is we can look at Bookmap to see if there's any other high areas of liquidity sitting down. See some down here at 87. They want to come down and engage in. 63 contracts sitting down. Zone. It's interesting. Yep, we came in, saw that 13,000. Should have held on to our shorts a little lower. Our shorts. That sounds funny. Held on to our shorts a little lower. I don't. I'm getting a visual there that sounds weird. I'm gonna go for a walk, guys. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm in this dark room. It's actually not that dark, but I got the blinds closed because the sunlight comes like right on my face in the morning. So I gotta do this. You might put in low a day early today. Yeah, maybe. All right, man. Yeah, VVS, thanks. I'm gonna jump off of here. I've been saying goodbye for like 5 minutes. All right, guys, we're hitting that trend line. Look at it. And give a bearish candle and roll down to 87. I don't know. You guys can take that if you want. There's this low volume node at the trend line. Yeah, this 1 minute candle closes. Bearish, huh? He's sitting up here pushing away from how book maps react. Sellers coming in. Lower. Very down here at 83. You might want to move into. Oh, I can't bring myself to take it. Trading my P&L. I'm getting out of here. That looks like a short though. There it goes. I can't do it. I'm gonna go clear my head. I'm definitely out of here now. Hey, we'll be back live streaming tomorrow, 8:10 a.m. Central Time. There it goes. There it goes. Son of a gun. Back live streaming again tomorrow, 8:10 a.m. Central Time. I hope to see you back here. Please, I don't know, if you're not a subscriber to the channel, consider subscribing. Live stream every morning, posting some strategy stuff now too. We've got Bookmap up here. We've got lots of resources in the community, hopefully for everybody to benefit their trading. So yeah, cool. All right, guys, I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for stopping by.